Hello everybody, Russian Batman 42 here, back with another video. I finally got a showcase to show you guys. I know it's been a while since I've done a showcase, but today I am going to show you my Suicide Squad customs from the Suicide Squad, directed by James Gunn. It was a great movie. I highly recommend it if you have HBO Max. Also, if you want to go see it in theaters, please do so, because it kind of failed in the box office, so, and hopefully, because the original Suicide Squad made a lot of money. This one doesn't. So I hope DC is not like, the shittier movie made more money. Let's stop trying. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, James Gunn's Suicide was great, and I decided to make some customs based off it. So yeah, first off, the smallest thing I got is Sebastian. I made Sebastian the rat. Hold up. Boom. That's it. It's just a rat with a little satchel on the back. Unfortunately for this showcase, I actually did not make Ratcatcher because I really love her character in the movie, but her character design, it's kind of boring. Like, you look at some of the other characters like Peacemaker and their color schemes, like super recognizable, but then you got like Ratcatcher and she's kind of just like in a cloak or something, dark clothes. Just kind of boring. So I decided just to, do Sebastian as a little reference to Ratcatcher. And if you want a Ratcatcher custom or something, or Rick Flag, because I didn't make Rick Flag because his design is also boring. So if you want a Ratcatcher or Rick Flag, go ask Potato Mean, because I'm not about to make it. Okay. So yeah, there you go. There's that. Next up, we have Peacemaker. Here's our Peacemaker. Boom. The helmet, I used the Flash helmet and then sculpted over it to give that the quote-unquote toilet seat or beacon of freedom. For his gun, I just got one of those Lego guns, painted in silver, and I have this little silver extension because he has that really long, in the movie, he has that really long silencer that makes his gun just ridiculously long. So, yep, he has some painting on the side of the legs, the little blue spots, painted on boots. The face, also partially painted. A downside about this figure is that the helmet comes off super easily. I noticed with the kind of rubbery Flash mask, it's a bit unstable, so it might have been better to use a Captain America piece and then put it over. But I think the Flash one looks more accurate because the things under the eyes are a bit more pointy than the Captain America one, which, if you show the Captain America helmet, it's a bit more rounded at the bottom. So, yeah, suck on that. Machine Neck, I saw you whip Thursday. You were doing the wrong helmet. It was inaccurate. Get wrecked, nerd. All right, but all jokes aside, I painted up the arms to kind of make it dual molded. Got just blue flesh color, and then got those tiny, shoulders. Tiny sleeves he has. Try to paint on that little bird in white that he has in his chest, but it's impossible to see against the yellow, so it's a bit redundant. Paint on these little pouches, and that's basically it for Peacemaker. I did like his character in the movie, and I'm excited to see his new show coming up, because I don't know when it's coming out, but Peacemaker, if you don't know, he has his own show coming to HBO Max. Alright, boom. Second to last figure. Didn't actually make that many, but this one's pretty cool. This is Bloodsport. Now, I gave him tons of accessories. For one, he has this big gun, which is loosely based off the one he used, the thing he used at the final battle, which had these weird kind of rotating things at the side. So try to imitate that look with this. Just brick built gun, no painted parts on that. Then also he has the power blast. Put the power blast at the end so you can see what it looks like without that. Yep. So get rid of that just to to show off the figure better. I also gave him the weird kind of hand pistol thing he had. Again, no molding or anything. Just purely just kind of purist, but It's just well, this clip came in the Mario NES set, which is, I don't know, it might come in some like Venom stuff or something, but yeah, usually it's transparent, but I think it's come in black a few times. But I don't think it's coming in any other color, so I just use that, and then a gold little one of these weird stud peg things on. Stop focusing on them. On the top. So, and the rest of the figure, I'm going to take that away. So all of this is painted except the legs. The legs are purest, but I thought they fit the character so well. I didn't really think I needed to paint them up or anything. The beard is painted. The face isn't, but the beard is. And yeah, so just painted a beard that has some gray highlights on it. Torso, like I said, all painted by moi, by yours truly, with those orange. I couldn't tell if I wanted to use orange or some other more saturated color, but the orange stands out a bit more. He has some, arm painting right there, fairly basic stuff. And yeah, also I did give Bloodsport his skull helmet, so I'll show you. So you take off his hairpiece, obviously, and then I will give him his kind of Bloodsport skull helmet, which is actually what I did first on the figure, and I really love how this looks. I think it looks really cool. You see the teeth on there, and yeah, so it uses the Invincible Iron Man helmet, which I think this is the reason why a lot of people really like this Invincible Iron Man helmet, is because it's just so versatile. Like, boom, it's Iron Man now, but now I can make it look like this if I just paint it up a little, which is something you can't really do with the original Iron Man, because that's just only Iron Man. You can't make it really look like anything else if you just repaint it, unless you do some like major sculpting work on it. But yeah, so that's what I think. It's just such a versatile helmet. They could probably even use it for like Deathstroke, the future or something. But yeah, so that's all I did. Nothing fancy here. Just that paint work. And yeah, that is my custom Bloodsport. So now I only have one figure left. Now, before I was gonna when I was thinking about making this video, I was thinking of having this little bit where I'd complain about how Mission X never showed off his King Shark, because this is going to be King Shark coming up, but how he never showed off his King Shark. And I was going to be like, oh, you should show it off. But he actually did in his Whip Thursday. So he has been making progress, just really, really slow. And I started after him, and guess what? I finished before him. Because boom. This video is actually recorded on a Friday, so maybe he already has finished it after the Whip Thursday. But here is my custom King Shark, is as a big fig. So your full 360. So yep. So this was I think originally I had this as some really crappy custom Rhino that I modified. That I don't even remember what the original big fig was. It's been just kind of reusing. That's what I do. I like reuse customs. So yeah. So with this guy, so first I gave him like a coat of a light gray. I thought I was just making the whole thing light gray, but then I rewatched the movie, kind of realized that hold up, he kind of has a bit more kind of like a darker color on his back, like a great white does. Which I was debating between making it dark gray or dark blue. I couldn't really tell in the movie. So what I actually did is I did dark gray, and I actually mixed a little bit of blue in, so you could kind of see that it's a bit blue, but it's still dark gray. So it's not like official dark gray, just kind of blue mixed with dark gray. And then he has the lighter side on this side. And if you don't know actually what that's about, it's obviously based off, a real life great white. The reason their bellies are lighter than their tops is because if you look at a great white, if you're beneath a great white and you look up, it's going to be lighter, so it's going to blend in with the sky. But if you're above a great white and you look down, the top is darker, so it'll blend in with the abyss below. So, the more you know. This guy was just, so he, like I said, got the big fig. Also, the way I molded the head, right, is actually, I don't really think the head is big enough. I think it should be bigger. Actually, I didn't have, I think I do have a shark, I was thinking of actually cutting up an actual, Lego shark and putting it on this figure. But when I went to look for it, I think I have one, but it's not at the current place I'm at, and I wanted to make this figure now. So what I did is I got the shark minifigure head piece. It wasn't a shark; it was actually Orca from the Lego Batman movie, CMF, I believe, or maybe it came in something else. But yeah, I got that and then cut it up, and then glued it on this big fig, and then actually added some bulk to it. See in there, so you see those original teeth. You see those teeth in there. That's from the Orca figure, not modified at all. So that's why you can still have them teeth showing, but still have some lips going over because that's all molded on and whatnot. So that's what I did for that. Just molded on the fin and then kind of molded on the dad bod, and yeah. Now for the more of the paint detailing, see I gave him those beady, just pure black eyes, nothing special going on. Try to make it look as beady as possible, but you know, I still think King Shark looks adorable. Didn't do anything too fancy like Mission X did with the movable arms or nothing, just normal big fig for articulation. I did actually modify the hands so it has 3 fingers, and I tried to make it look like it had webbing. I don't think I did too well, but yeah, so he has with the 3 fingers on the top instead of the normal 4. So yeah, that's what I did there. The pants I just did dark, just a normal blue, and I just did a dry brushing of a kind of a lighter blue to kind of give it a bit of a more of a fabric texture. I probably should have done lines because it's kind of like a denim pant, maybe not denim. It's like like the striped kind of deal, but I was kind of too lazy at this point because I've done everything else. That was kind of like the last thing I did. Some other detailing is you can see here, this kind of based off his final battle design, because you can see he has those circular bite marks, which is a reference to the movie when his new dumb friends betrayed him, and it was very sad. Some more blood here, and some also blood dripping out of the mouth. So a lot of blood detail. I also did give him an accessory. He has some num num in the movie. He ripped off this guy's head, and he started to do some num num. So I didn't just give him an arm. Mission X, get wrecked. Okay, so here is his num num. It's this head. If you're asking why it's the Beatles guy, because I looked at the movie and this headpiece kind of looked like the guy who got his head bit off. So yeah, with the Harry Potter hairpiece. So how that works is you can just have him hold it if you want, but the reason I gave him this sausage piece at the other end, which kind of looks like blood, is because the head won't actually fit in the mouth. The mouth isn't big enough to do that. That's why I thought it should be a normal shark, but I think this one still looks cool. You can actually slide that in. If you slide that in right, it'll stay in. So he's kind of, you can get the scene where he's like walking into the room, right, and he's still just kind of gnawing away at the head. So yeah, that is my custom King Shark. I'm really happy how this guy turned out. Also, one other thing, notice he's actually very glossier than usual. That is actually because I gave him a gloss finish. I thought the texture of the skin would kind of look better if it was glossy, kind of make it look like it's a wet shark or something. So yeah, but the pants is still matte, as you can see, but the rest of the skin is made to look glossy. So I think that looks really cool. So that is my Suicide Squad showcase. So we get the squad all together, or at least all that I have of the squad. So you just got Bloodsport, Peacemaker, and King Shark. Oh, also Sebastian. So yeah, so maybe one day, maybe I'll make a part 2 to this, and maybe make a Harley Quinn and Polka Dot Man. Maybe who else was in the squad? Maybe just Harley Quinn and Polka Dot Man. Definitely, like I said, if you want a Rick Flag or one of those kind of more generic characters, go ask Potato Meat. I ain't gonna do it. But go watch Suicide Squad. It's on HBO Max if you have it. It's The Suicide Squad. It's a very great film. Also, you know what else is a great film? The 2011 film Rango, which you can watch on Netflix right now, I think. So, yeah, and also just make sure, like, subscribe, do all that cool stuff if you want. And just, have a nice day. And, ciao.